I will say, from the get-go, it is 4:30 and this place is not busy at all. So this is one of those places you can come to when Benton Falls is busy and you got a late start to your day. So the goal will be to follow the sign that says waterfalls, because it's 1.7 miles and then 1.7 miles back, hopefully. So at least we don't have to go up. We get to go more across now. That makes me feel better. I'm sure it's just as cold as it was up on top of the mountain. Woohoo! Cold. Lots of tree roots. You would not want to take your bike on this one. Yeah, the trail's marked over there. See the tree? Where does it go though? Well, it looks like the trail goes that way. So you cross here. So we gotta go across here and go over there. Well, I've made it from here to here. I don't know how to get there without like getting super wet. Like that right there I can tell is like over a foot deep, which wouldn't be the end of the world, but these rocks I can tell are slippery. I don't know what to do. I think I know what to do now. Cold, but that's okay. Cold, don't move on me, we'll be okay. Cold and deep. Yeah, it's like a foot deep right there. Okay. Yeah, I just have to kind of wade through the whole thing. And this is why I wear my Tevas today. For this. Because I'm like, if I'm wearing Tevas and I don't mind getting wet, I can cross any creek. Yeah. As long as it's not too high. Yeah, I can't cross a creek if it's, you know, knee high and really flowing. Forget that. I don't know where to step. Is that safe? Is that slick? Okay. Woo. All right. Okay. So yeah, that there's kind of deep. And it hasn't rained recently, so this is kind of low water compared to what it would normally be. I mean, you can see on the rock here how high it can get. So yeah. Definitely come prepared to get wet if you're going to do this. And now we have to cross the creek again to get to the other side. I don't know how I feel about all these creek crossings. Me like purposely going in the water when I don't need to. In some spots I do though. Like there's a spider web thing in the water here. Or I should have gone that way. There's like all the gook skin caught up here. I don't want to step in the gook. The yuckiness. Can I? Beep, beep. Yeah. I'm gonna go through the water after all. Because I feel more comfortable when I'm closer to where I'm trying to step. Made it back across. I almost said made it across creek number 2, but it's the same creek. And I have a feeling we're getting close because we passed the 1 mile sign a long time ago. So any minute now, right? I hope. I think we're almost there. Wow. Oh, that's wet. It's been a long day. I just said like a whole big thing and realized I wasn't recording. So, to recap, the waterfall is a decent sized hike out, but it's well worth it. It's not too difficult of a hike. The creek crossings, like you're gonna get your feet wet unless you're really good at rock hopping. I'm not, as you know, so as you've already seen too. You're better off just wading through the water. And it's not too bad. I didn't slip or anything. And then going to the waterfall, you don't have to go down those steps like we did if it feels too dangerous, because they're big. I had to like sit and scooch to get down there, and then getting back was a little bit difficult, but I got up. So you can still see the waterfall pretty well from above if you don't feel comfortable going down there. So I still recommend coming out. Don't come after it's rained recently because it'll be very wet. It's already wet even without that. Sorry, my arm's getting tired. Like I said, it's been a long day. We've done 2 hikes in 1. What you watched last week was what we also did earlier today. So, and I am ready for dinner. My friend's taking me to a local restaurant that she used to go to all the time. She says it's like the best southern food. So, I'm excited. And I'll see you at the trailhead or at dinner, one or the other. You'll see in a second. You know who it is. Editing Amanda. Um, I meant to film an outro, but it was the end of the day and I was so tired. So, in case you couldn't already tell from like the last bit that I spoke, I was tired. Anyways, wanted to go ahead and close this out by saying definitely be prepared to get wet. What I didn't share was my friend. I wish I could have filmed it because it would have been perfect. She tried to do the creek crossing, that like first one where that fallen tree was like across the thing, and she was like by the tree and she stepped on a stone and it completely flipped on her. And she like caught herself on the tree somehow. I don't know what she did. I can't really explain it. That's why I wish I had filmed it. Yeah, so even she struggled to not get wet. So I would say for these creek crossings, be prepared to get wet because, like I had mentioned before, it hadn't rained in a while. So I can only imagine if it's rained recently, how much higher the water will be. And yeah, the creeks really aren't that deep, and the rocks really aren't that slippery, so they're safe enough to cross by going through the water. So I suggest doing that. I learned while I was putting together the blog post for this that there's another waterfall that I didn't even know about. That's further upstream. That somehow, like that rock wall that you saw that goes on the left side, right before that, their trail goes up behind it and goes like above it. Somehow, I don't know where in the video. I tried to watch back in the video to see where, and I didn't catch it on camera, so I don't know. But one day we will go back, we will find that, and I will take you with me. From what I've heard, it's even more difficult to get to though than this one. So, I mean, this one really wasn't difficult, but there were some big rocks, and some people were saying like the rocks were really big there. So I'm guessing that they're probably bigger than the ones that were at this one. And people call this one the lower falls, and that one they call the upper falls. But the upper ones are like much bigger and more of a cascade looking. They look a lot like Benton Falls. So if you've seen Benton Falls, then you know. Even though it's a 1.7 mile hike out, 1.7 miles back, it's still an easy enough hike that I suggest for just about anybody as long as you can walk 4 miles, basically. But that is it. So, you know the drill. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below. I don't know what to comment down below. I never know what to tell you guys to comment. Anyways, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I will see y'all next week.